The Euphrates River, once a mighty lifeline weaving through ancient civilizations, has witnessed a remarkable transformation. In a stunning turn of events, the river has finally dried up completely, unveiling a new chapter in history. As the waters recede, a mysterious revelation emerges, capturing the attention of the world. The significance of this extraordinary occurrence resonates deeply, sparking intrigue and speculation about its profound implications. Biblical prophecies often reference the Euphrates River, symbolizing divine judgment and the unfolding of God's plan. From Genesis to Revelation, the river's significance as a geographic landmark and a metaphorical entity is evident. Its association with end-time events, such as the drying up in Revelation, adds to the intrigue surrounding its role in biblical prophecy. What has emerged from the depths of this ancient riverbed, shrouded in mystery and anticipation? The Euphrates River holds significant prominence in various biblical prophecies, particularly in the context of eschatology, the study of end times. Throughout the Bible, the Euphrates River is mentioned in both the Old and New Testaments, often associated with symbolic and metaphorical meanings related to the divine judgment and the unfolding of God's plan. This section explores some of the key biblical prophecies involving the Euphrates River and their interpretations. In the Old Testament, the Euphrates River is mentioned in several prophecies, often in the context of impending judgment or divine intervention. Genesis chapter 15 verses 18 to 21. In God's covenant with Abram, later known as Abraham, the Euphrates River is referred to as the eastern border of the Promised Land. This reference establishes the river's significance as a geographical landmark in the biblical narrative. Isaiah chapter 11 verse 15. Isaiah's prophecy describes a time when the Lord will dry up the tongue of the Egyptian sea and wave his hand over the river Euphrates with his scorching wind. This imagery suggests a divine act of judgment, symbolizing the removal of obstacles and the restoration of the people of God. Jeremiah chapter 46 verse 10. The prophet Jeremiah speaks of the day of the Lord's vengeance upon Babylon, stating, "For that day belongs to the Lord God of hosts, a day of vengeance, to avenge himself on his foes. The sword shall devour and be sated and drink its fill of their blood." The Euphrates River is mentioned in the context of Babylon's judgment, signifying its destruction and downfall. In the New Testament, the book of Revelation contains significant prophecies involving the Euphrates River, particularly in the context of the end times. Revelation chapter 9 verses 13 to 16. The sixth trumpet judgment in Revelation describes the release of 4 angels bound at the Euphrates River. These angels, associated with destruction and torment, lead an army of 200 million horsemen, wreaking havoc upon the earth. This vivid imagery has led to various interpretations, often symbolic of divine judgment or the rise of destructive forces. Revelation chapter 16 verse 12. In the context of the 7 bowl judgments, the 6th bowl is poured out upon the great river Euphrates, causing it to dry up. This drying out of the Euphrates River is seen as a preparation for the kings of the East to gather for the Battle of Armageddon, a climactic event associated with the end times. The prophecies involving the Euphrates River hold symbolic and metaphorical significance, requiring careful interpretation. Various theological perspectives exist regarding the meaning and fulfillment of these prophecies. Eschatological interpretations approach these prophecies as future events that will occur at the culmination of history. Some view the drying up of the Euphrates River as a literal event, while others understand it as a symbolic representation of the removal of barriers or the disruption of power structures leading up to the end times. Some interpret these prophecies symbolically, suggesting that the Euphrates River represents earthly powers, kingdoms, or spiritual forces aligned against God's purposes. In this view, the drying up of the river may represent the loss of influence or the overthrow of oppressive systems, paving the way for God's ultimate victory. The biblical prophecies involving the Euphrates River contribute to the rich tapestry of eschatological beliefs found within the Abrahamic religions. These prophecies, spanning from the Old Testament to the New Testament, use the river as a symbol of judgment, divine intervention, and the culmination of history. The interpretations of these prophecies vary, with eschatological perspectives discussing the literal or symbolic nature of the events described. Metaphorical interpretations emphasize the significance of the Euphrates River as a representation of earthly powers and systems that will be challenged or overcome in the end times. By studying these prophecies, individuals can gain deeper insights into the beliefs and expectations surrounding the Euphrates River within biblical eschatology, fostering understanding and dialogue among diverse religious perspectives. The concept of the rapture has long captivated the imaginations of believers and sparked theological discussions within Christian eschatology. It refers to the belief that at a certain point in the end times, believers will be taken up to meet Jesus Christ in the air, escaping the tribulations of the world. Some interpretations of biblical prophecies suggest a connection between the rapture and the Euphrates River. In this section, we will explore the concept of the rapture and its potential association with the Euphrates River. The term rapture does not appear explicitly in the Bible, but it is derived from the Latin translation of the Greek word harpazo, which means to be caught up or to be taken away. The concept of the rapture primarily finds its basis in passages such as 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 17, which states, "Then we who are alive, who are left, will be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so we will always be with the Lord." There are various theological perspectives and interpretations regarding the timing and nature of the rapture. These include pre-tribulation, mid-tribulation, post-tribulation, and pre-wrath views. Pre-tribulation rapture is the most widely accepted belief among certain Christian circles, asserting that believers will be taken up before a period of great tribulation occurs on earth. Within the framework of certain interpretations of biblical prophecies, some scholars and believers have sought connections between the rapture and the Euphrates River. These connections are often drawn from specific passages in the book of Revelation. In the book of Revelation, the Euphrates River is mentioned in relation to end times events, particularly the sixth bowl judgment, Revelation chapter 16 verse 12. According to this passage, the Euphrates River is dried up to make way for the kings of the east to gather for the battle of Armageddon. Some proponents of rapture theology see this drying up of the Euphrates River as a potential precursor to the rapture, a sign that the end times are near. The Euphrates River holds immense historical, geographical, and cultural significance, shaping the development of ancient civilizations and playing a prominent role in various religious and mythological narratives. This section explores the multifaceted importance of the Euphrates River throughout history and its impact on human societies. The Euphrates River was the lifeblood of ancient Mesopotamia, often referred to as the cradle of civilization. Ancient civilizations such as the Sumerians, Babylonians, and Assyrians flourished along its banks. The river facilitated trade, transportation, and irrigation systems that enabled agricultural prosperity and sustained urban development. It fostered the growth of advanced societies, leading to monumental achievements in art, architecture, literature, and governance. In ancient Mesopotamian mythology, the Euphrates River played a central role. It was believed to be the boundary between the earthly realm and the underworld. The river was associated with the goddess Tiamat, a primordial deity representing chaos and creation, as well as with Enki, the god of wisdom and water. These mythological associations highlight the river's spiritual and cosmological importance to the ancient Mesopotamian beliefs. In the Old Testament, the Euphrates River is associated with the Promised Land, representing the eastern border of the territory promised to the descendants of Abraham. It serves as a geographical landmark in the narrative of God's covenant with Abraham, Genesis chapter 15 verses 18 to 21. In the book of Revelation, the Euphrates River is mentioned in the context of end times prophecies. It is associated with the drying up of the river, leading to significant events such as the gathering of armies for the Battle of Armageddon, Revelation chapter 16 verses 12 to 16. The Euphrates River's historical, geographical, and cultural importance cannot be overstated. Its role as the cradle of civilization, sustaining ancient societies through agricultural abundance and facilitating trade and urban development, has shaped the course of human history. Additionally, the river's religious and symbolic significance within mythological and religious traditions highlights its spiritual and cosmological importance. From Mesopotamian mythology to the Abrahamic religions, the Euphrates River holds a place of deep meaning, representing divine promises, judgment, and eschatological events. The Euphrates River continues to be a testament to the interplay between human civilization and the natural world, leaving a lasting legacy that resonates through time. As the tale of the Euphrates River's complete drying up reaches its conclusion, we find ourselves standing on the precipice of a new era. The unveiling of the hidden truth within its depths has left us captivated and eager to uncover the profound implications it holds. With each revelation, our understanding of history, prophecy, and the intricate interplay between nature and spirituality deepens. The story of the Euphrates River reminds us of the enigmatic nature of our world, constantly inviting us to explore its mysteries and embrace the ever-unfolding journey of discovery. Don't miss out on the latest updates and captivating content. Subscribe to our YouTube channel now and join our vibrant community of curious minds.